My name is Dr. Daryl Henson. I'm the proud principal of Parkland High School in this other independent school district. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, about 15 miles from downtown, and educated within the public schools of the city of Houston. I went on to the University of Texas at Austin, where I decided to major in elementary education to outlive my lifelong passion of always wanting to become an educator. I've taught fourth grade in the Austin Independent School District and seventh grade in the Pflugerville Independent School District. At that time, I did decide to go on to the University of Texas at Arlington to receive my master's in educational administration to become a certified principal. Upon moving to Houston, I joined the Houston Independent School District at Lee High School and Reagan High School, where I was a teacher and coach, special education, and mathematics. I wanted more, so I went back to earn my doctorate degree from the University of Houston in superintendent certification, leading me on to becoming an elementary principal in the Lockhart Independent School District, a middle school principal in the El Paso Independent School District, and now principal of Parkland High School in the Southern Independent School District.
Okay, and your use of grit?
My use of grit, it comes down to passion, perseverance, and purpose. Knowing why I do what I do and who I do it for. And it's all about children and student success. Knowing that my efforts had to be purposely driven and stand the test of time. Grit is about consistency. It's more so about stamina than it is intensity. I've always believed that if my effort has to be motivated, then I'm not passionate about what I'm doing. And when it comes to educating children and improving their lives, I'm extremely passionate and I have a lot of grit.
And how are you stimulating your faculty to do the same thing?
With my faculty, I try to preach to them about a certain mentality. We have to believe that we can achieve anything that we put our minds to. So when it comes to educating children, speaking life into them and building them up, we have to understand that we have to always make sure that we are striving to be the best. In life, you have to always compete. And understanding that opportunity is not going to come knocking for our children. So the mentality has to be, we're going to develop our children with the skills necessary to fulfill their destiny and maximize their potential. Consistency is one of the hardest things to do in life. So with my staff, I'm consistent and I preach the message of consistency and making sure that we're educating children.
And what are you doing with programs to support that? What kind of programs are you using?
The various programs that we use, we follow a standard RTI model, response to intervention. Level 1 is in our classroom level, ensuring that we are instructing with high quality first time instruction. If we're seeing that a student is struggling and has various needs, we try to identify those needs through various assessments. We do not wait until 3, 6, and 9 weeks. We try to assess pretty regularly within a week's time frame to understand where they are. If a child is identified to be struggling, we have after school tutorials. We now have a newly formed tutoring center. We pull them out. We contact parents because failure is not an option. It's more taking it back to a basic approach of, if you have not learned it, we're going to ensure that you learn it by providing the opportunities for that one-on-one time, that small group time, and having that safe place to maybe fail, but then ultimately be built back up to learn the knowledge that you need to have.
What about the top tier of students? Dr. Della Torre, one of his challenges is to increase the number of kids that graduate at an advanced level. What are you doing specifically in Parkland here for those folks?
In supporting the vision of our superintendent, Dr. Della Torre, in this other independent school district, we have a strong focus on college and career readiness. We offer multiple pre-AP, advanced placement, and dual credit courses. I'm glad to announce that for the 2017-2018 school year, we will be opening through a pending designation in early college high school. So for our higher achieving students, we want to make sure that we provided them with the opportunity and the support to earn up to 60 college credit hours still here on a high school campus. It's important because these children, these are the ones that are going to go back and really come back and reinforce our economy here in the city of El Paso. So through supporting them through this initiative, but making sure that we have those monthly meetings with the students and their parents to kind of ask them, how are you feeling? What tutoring do you need? What other resources do you need? We're providing them also with laptops on a one-on-one initiative to help them to extend the school day. Learning takes place far after 4 o'clock. We want to make sure that learning can happen far beyond the walls of the school.
What would you say you're doing differently than maybe other high schools?
What we're doing differently is we have a simple message. It is to make kids better. And we speak all the time about the danger of low expectations. You typically get what you believe. And what I've noticed in working with students here at Parkland High School in the city of El Paso, there's not only an achievement gap, an opportunity gap, but there's a major belief gap. And if you do not believe it, you cannot achieve it. We've structured all of our efforts to make sure that we're not having random acts of improvement. Everything is strategic and purposely driven. A lot of times students, they're falling short of what their potential is. So we have to ensure that we are encouraging them. We're speaking life into them, so therefore they're able to push through and achieve everything that they have been designed to achieve. It's all about the growth mindset. You have to believe that intelligence can be developed and that abilities can be improved.
Can you give me an example of some successes that you've had here?
Parkland High School is one of 2 comprehensive high schools in the city of El Paso and 1.9% of schools in the state of Texas to earn all 7 academic distinctions by the Texas Education Agency. When you say that, that means that our students are outperforming their peers far beyond a level of, how do I say this? Our students are outperforming their peers on mathematics, on English, on science, and on social studies. That is due to our strong belief in professional learning communities, where we bring in teachers and we have conversations about teaching and about learning. What do we do when students know it? What do we do when students don't know it? And how do we push and advance the ones who already came in already knowing it from the start? So through our professional learning communities, we're able to talk and speak about how to make great learning take place every day and in every classroom. As a professional educator and advocate for children, I feel like the current education system is not designed to allow most low-income students and students from poverty to break the cycle. When is enough going to be enough? When are school leaders going to stop being politicians and start leading the fight for true social change and true advocacy? As long as I have a platform, I'll be a true advocate for students, public education, and social change.